Hello, welcome to Flower Juice. My name is John McDonald and today I'm going to make a really simple arrangement using these absolutely gorgeous gladioli. Now I've got gladioli and just limonium and that's really all I've got. And normally with gladioli they're so strong, they're so tall and they have a very strong direction. And I think we need to make an arrangement that is quite dynamic using them. And I was trying to think how best to do this. And I think what a good way to approach that is using a container that matches in colour or suits the colour. So I've got these two shallow trays that I use for Ikebana. And this one we're going to use as the base. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. We're going to use this one as the base and we're going to attach this one basically to create a framework for our arrangement. So normally you think of gladioli and you think of them as really standing straight and tall, and that's a good way to use them because that's their natural style. But actually using them in a more dynamic way could be really interesting. So I'm going to use pin holders for this. So I've got this one really as a counterweight just to hold our back panel, and then this one is going to be our pin holder that we're really going to use for the actual arrangement. So the first thing we need to do is add some water. And I just want to add that definitely to cover the pins, but also you can go deeper depending on your container as well. And I just need to have a look and see. So just looking at my gladioli then, they've got definite lines, like this one's got a definite line. So this would be perfect for coming in this direction. So, is it this direction or that direction? This is the problem. Yeah, no, I like this direction. So we're going to cut that. But also like the foliage as well. The foliage could be really striking. So, let's just do this. So essentially what you want to do is go straight down on your pins and then draw your material to the direction that you want. And I've got another one here. So we can use this other pin holder, that's not a problem. It's still in water. But straight away this is giving us a very strong line. So because these flowers are dramatic, we want to do something that's quite dramatic. Now, if any of these bottom flowers are starting to go, you can actually take them off. That's not a problem. And I always find with gladioli that one of the big problems with them is having them open. You get them in and you're kneading them and then they just refuse to open, which is so annoying. Going to just move that one slightly forward. I was looking for another pin holder, really just to create a counterweight. This is going to be quite heavy, so I think what we'll do is we'll actually go a little bit shorter or take off a little bit of weight up the top here. And because we've got all this weight going this way, I think the logical thing is to come in and go this way. So this is actually going to give us our counterweight to this side. Now I don't have a huge amount of flowers, so I need to be a little bit cautious. in how I use these. But essentially what we're doing is we're creating an asymmetrical triangle with our materials. I think with this, what we want to do is just draw this forward. We want to create spaces within our design. So, bringing this forward is going to give us a bit of depth. And also with this, we can bring this one forward as well. So again, just straight down and pull it forward. Now actually, this would be better turned round a little bit, just so that we are really looking into this flower. So we've got our nice panel at the back, we've got our nice strong colours, we've got bold lines with our foliage, and we're really creating a spray burst with our flowers. And I think this is the thing with the gladioli. They're so flowery and they're so heavy that actually that is something to just play on, is just celebrate the fact that they're big and flowery, and just enjoy it, basically. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to come in really more to the centre. And I'm just going to reduce that tip. Not that this tip is a problem. What we could do is we could actually use it lower down. Now I need to just use my finger to get that in there. So we're creating a real spray burst of flower. And what I need to do is just check and see that everything is nice. What I'd quite like to do is have a little bit of colour coming backwards. Yeah, that's good. What this does is it basically takes your eye through and it's going to create more depth. And breaking your gladioli down into units really allows you to place flowers wherever you want them to be. So like this one here was just a single flower on a stem, and we're able to bring that right into the centre. So at the moment we've got quite a striking design, but I do have a little bit of limonium now. Wasn't sure if I was going to use this, but I think this would actually add quite a nice contrast. So we're going to bring in some just to break this up, because we've got heavy container, we've got heavy colour, we've got heavy flowers, we've got heavy foliage, and this is going to give us a contrast which is really going to make that work a lot better. So I'm going to recut these. And I think this limonium is actually very sympathetic, colour-wise and style-wise. A little bit. Really don't want to overdo it. I think that is actually probably just ideal. If I add too much, it's going to take away from the fact that this is really the main flower, and we don't want to do that. So there we go. We've created really a simple design using limited contents, but it's got a lot of visual impact and it has a really good colour scheme as well. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, then click here to subscribe. We have a new video every week and we'd love you to join us for our next design. So until then, take care and remember, practice makes a master.